Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Taurus. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the week of May 1st through 7th, 2023. However, energy is timeless, and so anytime you're seeing this, if the energy, message, title resonates at all, then there could be messages here for you. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have strong Taurus placements anywhere throughout your chart, then there could be messages. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do know that energies can be flip-flop, crisscrossed, and or reversed. And also, everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's a matter of balance. Okay, so we have a lot going on this week, so I'm just going to get into it. This week on May 1st starts the season of Beltane, and I believe it's like pagan and Celtic, maybe. But this is a season, springtime season, for of air element. It encompasses or works with the mind energy of creation, action, and newness, which is spring. Flowers are blooming, blossoming, and there's growth and all of that. So we've got Pluto retrograde starting on May 1st, and it runs through October 10th. Now, Pluto rules the shadow and underworld. So look at your need for recognition, authenticity, power, and then work through the dark side of that, right? Shadow work. It's a great time for shadow work, and you have all the way until October 10th to really, sink deep down into it. On Tuesday, the moon moves into Libra. That's air energy, diplomacy, balance, socialization, relationships, speaking up and sharing. Thursday, the moon moves into Scorpio, which is water energy, finding motivation, harnessing control, power, and pursuing passions. Also in between that time is May 3rd and 4th, which is when the Hall of Flowers convention is happening, or trade show. It's a huge cannabis trade show. It's on the West Coast. It's being held in Santa Rosa this year. They normally do 2 shows throughout the year. This time they're combining both shows and doing it all in one. So it's going to be massive. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Hall of Flowers is being held this year during the week of the full moon. We're also in retrograde. And it's also an eclipse on the full moon. It's this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. But that full moon is called the flower full moon. Hall of Flowers, flower full moon. So there's definitely going to be some interesting business done that day, or done that week, actually. So on Friday is the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. It's energetic ending and culmination point for some exciting events, especially if you have Scorpio placements anywhere throughout your chart. There's the full moon in Scorpio, which, if you look back, I did a reading at the end of the year. It's called the 13 Moons of 2023, and you can skip ahead because it's time stamped, but go to the May flower moon. And the cards that I pulled for that reading, rutilated quartz was the crystal, and that is it represents manifestation. So full moons are a fantastic time to manifest. Charge your crystals, make moon water, soak in a salt bath, right? Or just do rituals underneath a luminescent glow. But then we also pulled Page of Swords energy for this month, so that's more air energy. Now the Page of Swords is about somebody who's just getting started. It's like studious energy, so you may be researching deeply about something, trying to figure out how to communicate better, maybe starting out in a new venture, and you're like doing everything you can to study up on it, or what you need to know in order to get it off the ground. Also, that card that I pulled with the Page of Swords is associated with catnip. It was the Herb Crafter's Tarot, which is, interestingly enough, catnip is like cannabis for cats, right? And so it's like flower, Hall of Flowers, flower moon, catnip. It all goes together in a weird way. You also might have cats, or just love cats, or have something to do with catnip. And then the last card I pulled was card number 21, Sensitivity. And this had to do with magic. It was my magic spellcasting cards. And this isn't like necessarily sensitivity, like emotions sensitive. This is more about being sensitive to mystical energies, like, your gifts and abilities, and taking that, ascending and taking it to the next level. So then we've got the Saturday, let's see, moon entering Sagittarius on Saturday, fire energy, all about truth, visions, long-term plans, and thinking big. And then again, we're still in Mercury retrograde through the 14th. There's going to be 2 weeks of shadow energy past that, and just kind of wrapping up what happened during Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde deals with communication. It is the planet of communication. It can mess up energies or communication. It's like miscommunication, transportation, and technology, right? Exes could come back into the picture. It deals with like anything that you weren't ready to deal with in the past. It comes back full force, slaps you in the face. If you ignore it this time, it's going to come back even harder next time. And I mean hard. So you want to deal with it. Speaking of exes, so the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, Taurus, was Guys My Age by Hey Violet, if you've ever heard the song. And haven't seen it, some of the lyrics. Haven't seen my ex since we broke up, probably because he didn't want to grow up. Now I'm allowed to wear something low cut, about to get attention from a grown-up. Guys my age don't know how to treat me, don't know how to touch me, don't know how to love me good. Guys my age don't know how to keep me. And then it goes back to say, don't know how to touch me, don't know how to love me good. So you may be kind of over dating guys your age. And flip these energies in reverse. It could also be, you know, girls your age. You know, you're tired of just, it's that juvenile energy. You're ready for a more mature connection, mature romance. You're just over it. You're growing up. So take that as it resonates. But I do feel like this has a lot to do with like exes of your past, and they may be popping up and showing up. So, which is not unheard of during Mercury retrograde. Okay, what else do we have going into this? Also, though, just from experience, just because they're older doesn't mean they're more mature. Just saying. And I'm sure it works both ways, right? Just saying. What do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good? Like I say that I'm 41 years old. I'm sitting here munching on like birthday crunch, Captain Crunch cereal right now. It's good. It's probably so unhealthy, but it brings me back to my inner child. One more. I had a salad for dinner. This is just a little snack. Anyway. So this is interesting because when I was doing the pre-shuffle, this was the card that was on the bottom of the deck, and it's on the bottom of the deck again. You just saw me shuffle the heck out of these. So there's something to be said about this. And also, crazy, mind blown, if you go back to any of my readings, like all of the readings that have been popping up have been full moon cards. This entire Moonology manifestation oracle deck has other types of moons in it. It has the last quarter, first quarter, you know, new moon. Like new moon is a full moon, but all full moons are popping up. It's crazy. So this is the full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius, you may have Aquarius in your chart. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you know, have somebody close to you who's an Aquarius. But the underlying energy, or what you don't see coming, is the message of be real. Like, be authentic. Be your true authentic self. You don't need to be fake. You don't need to put on a show. You don't need to act like anything other than what you aren't, right? Or other than what you are. Okay? Now, we're also in the age of Aquarius right now, and this is talking, like, the age of Aquarius talks about people waking up and being their true authentic selves, right? And I feel like this is the energy of that. Like, you have to be authentic, be real. Now I have Cypress Hill stuck in my head. Anyway, I like this. Okay, so this is beautiful energy. Then we have the new moon, again, another full moon. New moons and dark moons are still full moons, right? And this is the new moon in Leo. It's a field full of sunflowers. We're going into the spring and summer months, and it's shine. It's like bright, vibrant energy. So be real and shine. Like when you are in your true, authentic self, that is when you're going to shine the most. Shine bright. If you hear clicking around, it's my dog who will not lay down. He's just doesn't want to lay down. He's been driving my daughter and I wild all day. Okay, so Aquarius, and you may have Leo in your chart, or you may have a Leo around you. So we're going to pull 3 cards for Taurus and see what we've got going on this week. Let's get into this. Taurus, higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. My left ear is ringing right now. What do we have for Taurus, please, for the greater good? One more. Taurus, please, spirits. Underneath the deck, this is just underlying energy going into the read. It's the 3 of Swords. So swords are about communication. The 3 of Swords is about heartbreak, deceit, despair, being really upset about something. So there could be something in your situation where you're upset about heartbreak. Like the song, Guys My Age Don't Know How to Love Me. Like, it doesn't, guy or girl, right? You may be upset because you're just not finding the right person. You just don't feel like you're finding, like, the right fit. Or there could have been a circumstance or a situation that happened that just didn't make you happy. Also, happy birthday, by the way. This is Taurus season. And for those of you who are celebrating, happy birthday. Okay. What do we have for Taurus, please? 3 cards for Taurus. 3 cards for Taurus. Thank you. Thank you. That one keeps popping out. It's the 2 of Wands. Ah. Nice. Underneath the deck, the Hermit. So, the Hermit talks about, going, just like the Pluto and Pluto retrograde, it's shadow work. It's spiritual shadow work. Going into the void, dark night of the soul, looking for that inspiration, that light in the darkness. That's what that's all about. So this is the underlying energy or what you don't see coming. You may be hermiting a little bit in order to, find your inspiration. Find what it is that you really want. So this is beautiful energy. This is Taurus energy, so you're coming out strong right in the very beginning. And it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is somebody who's looked up to. It's a very religious card, spiritual, but more on the religious side. It's about doing things the correct way. And when I say correct, I mean like traditional. Doing things in order. But it also talks about religion and spirituality. So somebody could be ascending, like, taking those stairs, stairway to heaven. Somebody could be ascending spiritually. You could have, in the past, recent past, really taken like a keen interest in esoteric arts or, going to church or anything like that, right? Or you could be dealing with somebody who is. But this is you. That is your card, the Hierophant. It also just could be like you could be in a leadership role, right? And where people look up to you for advice. Then we've got the 2 of Wands. So Wands are about passion. And it could be passion towards a person or passionate energy towards like a passion project, work, career, anything, right? But this is looking back on the past. Also, I feel like this card specifically is like Mercury retrograde energy. If you're looking back on the past, especially about like maybe a passionate relationship that you were part of or something, it could have been something that like you were taking the steps and going in the direction of like first you date, then you get married, then you buy a house, then you have a baby, like that kind of energy. And you may still want that, right? And you're thinking about it. But as it applies to the song, Guys My Age, it's like you can't find that with anybody that's your age. You're looking for somebody who's more mature, maybe a little more stable and well off. Take it as it resonates. Also, what I always say about the Two of Wands card is it's about lessons learned, lessons that you learned from the past. Now, lessons are blessings, right? So lessons that you learned from the past in order to move forward. So you can move forward with wisdom, okay? My nose always itches when I'm like downloading. So then we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is all about jackpot, lottery, family, success, career, you know, being really well off, being in a very good place. So you have a bright future ahead of you. You just have to let it happen. You have to get there, right? Use those lessons to move forward into this Ten of Pentacles energy. There's no rush. You don't need to rush doing it. It will come. And I think it's going to come by being authentically real and, you know, using your inner light to shine. Using those lessons, those spiritual lessons that you learned from your past in order to find it is what you're looking for. We're going to clarify. What do we got for Taurus? What is the energy for Taurus to clarify this message, please, spirits? I feel like this is like the path that you set off on, you know, your goals, hopes, desires. One other thing I wanted to say, behind this is the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords, he's like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Air sign energy is like very factual, very very little emotion, but they're smart, they're wise. That's why you see an owl right here. And I feel like, you know, this is what you're thinking about. Behind that is the Scorpio card, Death and Rebirth, clarification. So you also could have Scorpio on your mind. Or it could be the death of the situation. You're just like thinking about it, being, that's what I'm looking for, nostalgic. Underlying energy going into clarification is strength. This is having the strength to move forward, the strength to get through a situation. Could be this heartbreak situation that you were thinking about. And just moving forward to what you know is going to be better for you. Yeah. So what do we have for the Hierophant, please? Queen of Cups. So it could be a Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That past, recent past is like, I can't even talk right now. Rising up spiritually. Could be like a spiritual leader, a guru, even like a healer, tarot card reader. Usually that's the High Priestess, but someone with that type of energy in the past. Queen of Cups. She could be a mother. Loyal, caring, devoted towards, you know, her children and those around her that she loves. It's the Two of Wands, please, for Taurus. What's the Two of Wands? Thank you. Five of Swords. So there's victory at all. Okay, Five of Swords is victory at all costs. There's a winner, there's a loser. So something was lost in a situation in the past, and it's like, this is what you're thinking about. Because again, like, you're looking back on the past in order to move forward. I feel like this is like coulda, shoulda, woulda energy, and you do not want to dwell on that type of energy because you need to only be looking towards the future. If you get stuck in the past, thinking about the past, it's going to stagnate your growth. Okay, you don't want that. You want to continue moving forward. But that's what this is, Five of Swords energy. There was a battle, maybe a fight or an argument. There was a winner, there was a loser. Okay. Somebody won at all costs, and that cost can sometimes be great and not in the greatest of ways. But let's find out, because it looks like somebody won something, because we got 10 of Pentacles coming in. What's the 10 of Pentacles for Taurus? Woo! Saw that pop through. That was the devil. Toxicity, bro. What do we got? Wheel of Fortune. So it's the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I don't know why. It kind of fell in reverse, but even so, it's still a fortuitous card. I feel like you've got a Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Pentacles coming in. It just may not be coming in when you expect it. Okay? It may be in a different form or a different kind of way. It's just not when you expect it, but it's there. It could have been fought for, battled for, you know, like painstaking in order to get it. Ha ha ha. I felt this card coming out. I'm not even joking. What's clarifying the Hermit underneath the deck is Temperance. So when I was shuffling, I said I saw the devil pop out, and that's toxicity, obsession, greed, like all of the you know, toxic traits of humanity, right? Too much of anything is a bad thing, right? But Temperance is the angel of the deck. And that's about harmony and balance and tempering a situation and bringing things into Zen, right? And that's what we've got. That's beautiful energy paired with the Hermit, because that's like going within oneself, doing the shadow work, you know, and getting right with God, or getting right with your spirit guides or your angels or whatever it is that you believe in. It's like really changing your life around and balancing it out, like looking forward and letting go of all of the negativity of the past. In order for you, I'm not saying forgetting about it, but letting it go, you know, in order so that you can move forward in a healthy way. It's really beautiful energy. So you've got, and also it's stating that you've got protection. You've got angels by your side. And it looks like 10 of Pentacles, a Wheel of Fortune coming in, baby, because that's some sexy looking money. Now, you need to continue just being your authentic self and shine your light. You know, just shine. Be the best person that you can be. Yeah. Something could be coming in around the new moon in Leo time, which is summer. I want to say it's July. I could be wrong, but I think it is. And or full moon in Aquarius. I think we already had that, though. Be real and shine your light. You will help others, and by doing so, by inspiring them. That Hermit energy, you'll inspire them as well. It's like a moth to a flame, right? I just heard that's exhausting. It is sometimes exhausting. Okay, what's this? I'm keeping it. How do I want to do that? Okay. Is that the one? Okay. So that's what fell out. I'm not sure what was at the bottom of the deck, but I do believe it was this one because it makes the most sense. The other card was Peace, which I also like that one too. I don't know what would have been. We've got Peace and Protection. Okay, these are the two that I'm looking at. Number 24 and number 28. So it's really interesting. That bird at the top, I swear, there's been a bird that's been visiting me. I had birds today that tapped on my window. I am not even making this up. 2 birds tapped on the window to let me know that the bird feeder was out of birdseed. I went out there, like I communicated with the birds, filled up the birdseed, and then they were out there chirping happily again. They tapped on my window like I was freaking Snow White. It was the weirdest thing. But one of those birds looks like it. It's got the red, like the red head. And it's incredible. Anyway, I feel like maybe that's like an angel trying to bring me a message, letting me know that I am protected. I'm being protected. And you could be looking for signs from birds and things like that as well. Just know that you are protected. And then also peace. Now, something significant could be happening on the 24th and or the 28th. It's a 4-day difference there. 2 plus 8 is 10, which is endings, but also 1 plus 0 is 1, which is beginnings. And then 2 plus 4 is 6, and that's balance. It's balancing things, right? Victory. So, but what fell out as your main message, and I love this so much, is the full moon card. That's what fell out. Power. So we are having the full moon this week on the 5th, on Friday. And this is when everything's going to shift. Everything's going to change. The last solar eclipse that we had was in Taurus, and that was on 4/20, April 20th. And this lunar eclipse that's happening on the 5th, it's in Scorpio, which is your opposite sign on the wheel. And so anything that you started then on the 20th is now going to come into full power, like to full, what's the word I'm looking for? Culmination. And, you know, you see the point behind all of it, right? Something maybe that you've been waiting for. But you're coming into your power. And I think that this is just beautiful energy. It's energy of discernment and being able to judge and weigh pros and cons and balance, and it's just gorgeous energy on the full moon. And look, I mean, nothing but full moon cards. It's all showing me. It's okay. So you may have done something on 4/20 during that new moon where you were shining, and now you're for the full moon that we're about to come into. It's your time of power to rise into this 10 of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune energy. You have your angels around you, and you're ascending into something just absolutely beautiful. It's your time to shine, Taurus. I love this energy for you. If you resonated at all with this, please make sure, I can't even talk. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know what's going on. I would love to know and get some feedback from you all. Now, if you're interested in going in a little deeper for a personal reading, I am offering 420, my 420 special. It's 4 cards for $20. You get 3 tarot cards plus 1 oracle for $20. And all you have to do is reach out to me. I've got all of my contact information in the description below. Just shoot me an email. Let me know a specific question, and or if there's like a general message or a general energy, finance, love, whatever that you're looking for. And within 24 hours of confirming your order and payment, I will get that back to you, send it to you. Now, if you're looking for something more one-on-one and want like a personal one-on-one, those start at $50. And just reach out to me and we can, you know, figure that out as well and schedule that, because we got to do that live. Unless you just want it recorded, I can always do it that way too. Anyway, as you know, it's Together We Grow. So like, share, subscribe. Meet me again back here next week for your next week's reading. And this is beautiful energy. So I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Please let me know how it goes, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace, Taurus.